Alright guys, just before we begin this, I want to say a quick thing or two. Don't worry, we'll do some cool stuff and I ain't gonna keep you for long. We've got that farm over there to build and this sweet little fortune mechanism. Anyway, I kind of feel uninspired with Feed the Beast at the moment. You know, I haven't got an end goal, something to be aiming towards for the end. All we seem to be doing is saving our resources for no reason. So if you guys can give me something to aim towards, be it some amazing factory that produces something awesome, or an invention of some sort of redstone machine or something, or a giant building with a ton of functionality included inside it, please hit me up in the comment section because I am at a loss. And to be honest, I'm kind of considering ending the series. You know, not only is there lack of interest from me, but lack of interest from my subscribers. So, I don't know, comment section please. And now we'll do stuff. Hello everybody, welcome back to Feed the Beast. Okie dokie. Today we've got some stuff planned to do. I've forgotten which button changed the view. There you go, F5. But first I want to walk you through a lot of little improvements I've made. First of which is this path. I laid out the path, then Alex helped me with the lighting. Hopefully you'll see this at night time. It's really cool. We've got some lamps underneath the leaves down there. We've also got our tree lamps up there. It looks pretty damn cool at night. The idea is to have this completely lit up at night time without torches randomly laying about. So that will be incredibly interesting and incredibly hard to do. The next improvement I will show you is the library. As you can see, I have 111 levels. I put a sign saying, please do not use shelves until I remove this sign. Simply because I've labeled all of the aisles with the enchantment type, so like armor, weapons, bows. But the thing is, as you can see, it's shelved quite weirdly. Like this shelf is completely full, then there's a big gap, and then that's because of the different enchantment types. I've got to find a way of putting a sign on above, sort of identifying the different enchantments on that shelf, and I've yet to find a decent way to do that. But as you can see, we've got a ceiling now. Check this out. We have got so much extra room. I do not have a clue what to do with this room. It's behind the bees up here. We've got an anvil up there, and I've put the books up there as well. Alex keeps flying to use it. He doesn't know that you could just do that. It's really weird. And I've got no inventory space. Bonk. Give me back that lever. Okay. And yeah, I love the walnut. I extended the clock tower section all the way back, because when I was doing the roof, it looked really weird having it just on its own. Yet to figure out what to do here. But yeah, I like the lights, how they're sort of staggered. There's a sign in the way. So yeah, I like that. I like how this piece of ceiling is lower than the sides. I just love the library. It's one of my favourite things I've built. Ow! Other than Power Tower. I love that. That's amazing. So yeah, as you can see, we've got that going all the way back, because it just looked a bit weird and flat and bland. So yeah, the next improvement I will show you is with the power. Still yet to decorate the power plant completely, and there's bits which are wrong, but I'll do them later. This bit working perfectly now. So the little addition I made over here with the extra aqueous accumulators, perfect. As you can see, we've got lots of fuel. 9,372 buckets. That's going to last us a long time. That's because of our refinery section back here. It's working absolutely brilliantly. Now the fuel setup I did change was in here, and there's two changes I've made. First is I've switched the apiary out for an alveary, which increases production by 10 times, as you should all know. And back here, this used to be a transposer. I've changed it for a filter with one piece of cobblestone, because what was happening is if there was a bit extra phosphor, then it takes the shortest valid route it can. So if, say, there were 3 phosphor accumulated in this relay, then it would go to the regulator. But then the regulator would kick one of them back out. And because there are two machines it can go into, this relay or what it was, a transposer. One of them would sometimes go into this transposer and then clog up the system. So if you switch it out for a filter and you put one block of cobblestone in there, whenever it receives a redstone pulse, it will kick out one piece of, cobble from this chest, which is perfect. And as you can see, it's worked flawlessly. Excellent. Nothing else has changed here, but what I did do is I added this little aqueous accumulator up here, hooking into an igneous extruder. Obsidian generator, please turn off when finished. Which is great, because we're always running out of obsidian, and, you know, it's free lava, free water, perfect. So that's the setup we've changed there. Nothing has changed with the bluetricity section. It's becoming nighttime, so you guys should see the lights all kick in. It's awesome. Love the egg there. It looks great. I'll just wait for that to happen. Let's get it on top of the tree. Shbonk. Go down, son. Be gone. As you can see, there aren't any mobs spawning. There we go. Yep. Eventually, it should all go. Yeah, as you can see, there aren't any mobs spawning. There's a really annoying bug with the server right now. No hostile mobs are spawning. Naturally, anyway. If I hit F3, you can see up here where it says E, 7 out of 41. That means there are, 56. 57, okay, there are, those are the amount of entities which are in the world. And there's a thunderstorm outside, lovely job. And this number here is how many have rendered. So I am currently looking at 13, if that makes sense. Or 13 mobs have rendered for me, personally, if that makes any sense. So we have not hit the mob cap limit, which means we haven't got anyone with a soul shard who is continuously putting it on and like wasting, capping out the mobs. And we are not in peaceful mode because mobs do still spawn if used with a spawner like so. I am getting a lot of lag right now though, which is weird. I never usually get lag down there. I usually get a frame rate increase because there's nothing else to render. Okay, this is weird. I know that a couple of the guys are using chunk loaders in the Nether to pump up lava to power their stuff with, so I don't know if that's causing lag or if that's changed in the mob limit or something, I don't know. But I've got a cool little thing which I have got planned out. Oh yeah, the other thing I've changed. I found out these managers, you don't have to have wires going into every single one of them because they will share the power if they're connected next to each other. So what I've done with all of them is I've just left the battery box down at the bottom, and I've got 2 bits of cable here linking up to these sides, and then the power will run all the way across all 6 of these, which is great. I actually don't need that cable there, but I'm going to leave it there just in case. I'll give me back my lever. And the final change I have made, you may have seen, I've made this cool little fence going around the outside and the path as well. I really like it. If you look at the bottom, I've used micro blocks. These are anti-covers and anti-cover strips, and then wooden strips. And I really like the path. I think it looks kind of cool. But I have worked something out, which is a first. And I've created a little fortune room, and it's really cool, and it works marvelously. Now, I did kind of want it near my ores chest, but I mean, the only place close enough is over here, and that's unfortunately covering up the stairway down to our machine rooms, which hasn't changed much. I've put the implosion compressor down here and hooked up a redstone energy cell for the lasers, but that's about it. So the closest place we can put it really is here. Here. So the way this works is really cool. I came up with the design myself, so I'm really happy with it. We need a redstone timer and some reinforced stone. You could use obsidian, but I like the way reinforced stone looks. I think it actually it takes longer to destroy than obsidian as well, which is good, because in case we want to change it at a later date to use something like a drill, which is super fast. So redstone torch there. One of them. And what we're going to be using is a deployer. I don't know if I've got any blocks I can show you this with or not. But it don't matter. Actually, no, that would have worked just dandy. If we plonk a dirt there, have a timer there, and then put a block there. If we set this to the If we set this to the lowest tick delay, let's see if that works. No, it does not. Why you no work? I think... okay, I know why. Screwdriver mode. Okay, it's ticking away on something. Okay, it should work like that. Yep, that's going. Cool. So we will now fill up the rest with reinforced stone. Like so. Like so. I'll tidy it up with something neater at a later date. Maybe more of this sandy brick. Like that. I have to figure something out for that as well. Like so. Okay, and then what we can do is we can take our tool rack, plop it back there, and we've got our fortune pick. And what we've made is something which I can't show you because I don't have any ores. I don't know where my portal is. I know that this one links into the base, or Alex's base. Alex's tower, which he doesn't like and he wants to redo again because it's all square. Which is marvellous. What can I use it with? I don't really have any, well, we don't have any diamond ore. Let's just take a bit of coal ore. So 24 coal ore. 24 coal ore. I love how my tower's looking now. Okay, so what you do is you place your ores in the deployer. So we've got 24 in there. I've got no coal in my inventory. So you walk up to it and you're like, okay, I'd like to use it. Wow, the lag. Oh. Is my thing causing that? I don't think it is. Oh well. Ta-da! It's amazeballs. It works really well, really quick. As soon as you destroy it, it places down another ore. I'm getting a lot of lag and I don't know why. The joys of FTB. The only problem I do have with it is that if you put a bunch of ores in there, there's no way of... I suppose there is a way of getting it back. Okay, there you go. So it stopped. As you can see, it rapidly flicks on and off. And we got 41 out of that. That's because we're using Fortune 2 and not Fortune 3. Yeah, I think that was causing lag. Huh, I'll have to change it a bit. But it's not going for too long. But yeah, that's a couple of little improvements I've made. That isn't the end of the episode. I've got some other stuff I want to get sorted and done. I'm probably actually going to move this forwards a block, or closer to me by a block. Because it looks a bit weird like that. But yeah, I've got some other ideas for this episode, kind of. But I've got to go figure them out a little bit more, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, we are back, and I've gathered up the things I need. Lol. And yeah, so I've dug out this space, and you may have seen something here before, and that is what we're going to be doing today. I've got some ideas to make it a bit better, but we are going to be creating a farm. So to make a farm, you are going to need several of these types of blocks. They are all based on farm blocks. I've got the nether brick variety. But you take some tin electron tubes, which you make in the fermionic fabricator, I think. Some copper or brass, no, just copper. Your type of material you want on the top, and some slabs. You can have either stone brick, sandstone, nether brick, or different types of stone brick. You'll also need at least one hatch, which is created using a farm block, some tin gears and a trapdoor. You will need a valve for supplying water, which is another tin gear and some glass, and again the block, whoopsie, and a gearbox. Lovely. So, the way these work are kind of complicated, but they are so cool. You can have different sizes. I've just gone with a... You know, for a minute there, I thought you were Quinn. I've just gone for the smallest one, because I think that's all we need. You're going to be in the way. Do you want to... I'm going to add you in the pen with Horace. You are going to be Horace's friend. I'm going to call you Norris. And you will make beautiful baby sheep with each other. Horace and his new mate Norris. Perfect. They will make beautiful grey babies. Anyway, continuing on, I am making the smallest farm because I don't need the biggest one. And you can find all the different dimensions on the wiki pages and such. But yeah, I'm basically just going to go through how I'm setting it up for the particular things we need. Because I need lots and lots of logs. I just broke that brick and then replaced it. I need lots and lots of logs for... Where are we? Farm valve. Lots and lots of logs for the bees. Oh, stop changing what I place in my inventory and such. Where did you... Yeah, like that. So, okay, we need to hook the valve up because it needs water to work. Again, you give it a little tapper. Perfect. Boink. There we go. We need at least one gearbox, which I will put... I'm actually going to put it up a block. The gearbox uses Minecraft jewels to power the machine. We need at least one hatch. Now the way these hatches work are a little bit funky. Give me that back. But I'll explain in a minute. So now if we look in here, we have a farm. And it's going to be a managed arboretum, which is basically a wood chopper. And I've got some supplies here. So hill cherry saplings. So it automatically knows where to put them. You put what you want to plant in the left. And you also need fertilizer, which I've got in here. Actually, you know what? For now, I'm going to just use 2, because I've got a plan for something. Oops, and the fertilizer goes in there. Right, next thing we need to do is set up power. So, for now, I'm just going to charge it up remotely. Kind of how I did the rest of the shindigs. Just with a redstone energy cell. And then if it needs charging up, these don't use a lot of power. But if it needs charging up, I'll just take it apart and do that. So yep, I think the saplings actually go in this side. And then we need some dirt, and I'm actually gonna excuse me, place this in from the top, because you are about to see magic happen. I hope. Magic happen. Be happening. It's not gonna happen. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So upon placing the dirt, it turns it into this humus or whatever. But it uses dirt here, and it will automatically plant the saplings, which is very good. Okay. And do I have any bone meal on me? No, I'll just go grab some, because I'll show you what happens when it chops it down. That's the wrong area, Dale. By the way, I did move this forward one in the end. It was a little bit tricky doing the wiring, but I managed to figure it out with some good old red power stuff. What am I after? Bone meal. Mob drops. Bone meal. Okie dokie. So, just fly back over. I'm going to need a lot more dirt. I need to find a way of getting dirt. But if you bone meal one of the trees, we'll chop it down. Pom, 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 pom. And it will put the sand... why does it put sand in there again? Oh yeah, because when it needs to plant more dirt, it will turn it into sand, which is a bit weird. But it puts the cherry wood or the logs in here, and any saplings it picks up will go into this slot first, and then when this is full, they'll go into the output down here. So that's great. We already used up all the fertilizer, which isn't great. But we will now do a little bit more funky stuff. Okay. So we have some tubes here, and I am going to hook them into these barrels and then down there. So outputting stuff or inputting items through the farm hatch is smart, as when you input it, you can input it from any directions if using Buildcraft pipes, I think, and it'll put it in the automatics, or it'll put it in the right slot automatically. But using red power, it doesn't. So we need a relay. Let's see if I get this right this time. Put it that way round. Bam! There. So of course relays, you know how they work. So what's happening is as soon as it gets an item in here, or in this slot here, it outputs it downwards into this relay, which then kicks it out into these tubes. But the other thing we need is a way to automate the fertilizer. So here's my plan for that. I'm going to put a chest here and put the fertilizer in it. Like so. Let's just get rid of bits of bobs over here. Auto-arctic gate and wooden transport pipe. Click on there, and that. So, fertilizer has to be added from the west side, which is this side, oddly enough. So what we will do is we will say, where are you? Water tank, soil, fertilizer, less than, let's say less than 50% energy pulse. So it should kick a bunch of fertilizer into there until it's half full. Not half empty, half full. Which would be 32, and it'll add a little bit more because transport time. But as soon as it gets to 32, that should go off. It should go off. There we go. Sweet. So we got 39 in there. So once it gets down to 31, it will then send a signal to pump out more of these. And yeah, so whenever I can't get out now, can I? I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Okay, I'll have to figure something out about that. But for now, we'll just do that. Oh, whoopsie. There we go. Bam. So, for now, I'll just show you out here when a tree grows. We go chop, chop, chop. And all of the items should come out through this relay eventually, when it actually chops it down. Come on! There we go. Through the relay into the respective barrels. And as I said, once it gets enough saplings, we'll get more saplings in there. The only thing, this works perfectly, other than dirt. There is no good way that I can find of getting lots and lots of dirt for automating this 100%. So that's my question for you guys. If you know how I can supply this with a bunch of dirt infinitely and endlessly, let me know in the comment section because it would be really helpful. Oh, there's another. Oh yeah, that's the tree I planted. Oh, grew. It'll be really helpful for creating the frames I need for the bees. Bees and the bees. Let's just bone meal a bunch of these trees. I fell. Perfect. And that'll chop it down. So I've got the logs sorted. Seed oil as well. I need to find a good way of getting seed oil. That's partly why I wanted to do hill cherry trees. Maybe I can set up another farm next to it that creates dirt and also creates seed oils. Because during my travels, or during my adventures for the tree breeding, I did come across, or I did manage to create sweet chestnuts, which give something like 2 buckets of seed oil per nut. And in fact, you can see over here, I've started squeezing all of the juices from the fruits and nuts and whatever to make some more sticks, and I've actually run out of room for seed oil. So actually, that's what we can do. Let's make some more impregnated sticks. Get us a bunch of these logs. So I could automate this pretty well to just make out frames. That's the whole idea. Feed the Beast is automation. Oh, you don't like shift clicking, do you? I thought I double clicked on you 6 times. Anyway, so there we go. That's how you make farms in Feed the Beans. Hopefully I'll get another farm up to it next time. Possibly creating dirt, because I know I need dirt. If there's a way to turn that sand back into dirt, let me know. And also the other thing I need to do is create fertilizer from all this apatite, because as you saw in that chest, I've got a bunch more apatite. So yeah, this video is dragging on. I will thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.